There's got to be something done to where this can never happen to another family.
A News Channel 5 exclusive. 10-year-old Peyton McCoy suffered brain damage from toxic gas after his family's home was fumigated over the summer.
His parents now say pest control practices need to change, and they've been working with Contact 5 investigator Jared Worksma, who joins us now. And this is something you've been looking into since Peyton was first poisoned.
That's right, Kelly. Yeah. We have been, and that's because a lot went wrong for Peyton and his family to be poisoned in the first place. In fact, Florida's Department of Agriculture revoked the license of the company that did the job and has its inspector general now reviewing all safety practices in the fumigation industry. We took our investigation a step further.
He's having hallucinations.
His head would flop side to side.
He asked if he was going to die at one point.
The only thing that might be worse than living it,
From the time he gets up to the time he goes to bed, he needs one of us there.
is watching your child go through it.
We're mad and we're hurt, and our 10-year-old son is the one who has to suffer for it.
Lori and Carl McCaughey would gladly trade places with their 10-year-old son Peyton.
If there's one thing that comes out of this, if there's one thing people should know, I mean, what do you think that is?
That there's got to be something done to where this can never happen to another family.
That starts by assuring fumigated homes are clear of the toxic gas sulfuryl fluoride.
We got home about 7:30. There was a placard on the door telling us that any time after 4 was safe to come home.
But a state investigation revealed gas monitors used to clear the McCaughey's home were dilapidated. In fact, an expert said it's our opinion neither of these devices have been working properly in the last year.
You think a third party should actually come in and check the work of the contractor?
That's one idea.
Another is a different approach altogether. A specialty for Scott Gosney of Advanced Pest Control.
Is thermal pest control as dangerous as sulfuryl fluoride?
Not to humans, no, absolutely not. It's just clean heat.
Gosney says his crews can heat a house, apartment, or even a single room to 160 degrees to kill any problem pests.
That's what people need to know. There are alternatives to fumigation.
California's Department of Consumer Affairs touts fumigation and heating as the only options that ensure eradication of termites. But in Florida, the heating process is virtually unheard of.
This is an extremely strong poison.
Dr. Bill Lauda of Florida Atlantic University says sulfuryl fluoride's strength creates at least two concerns.
It's not only used for termites, but it's also used for rodents. If it's going to kill a rat and a mouse, it will also kill people.
But Dr. Lauda says there's a larger issue every time the gas is used.
You vent it. Where are you venting it? You're venting it out to the atmosphere.
In 2009, an MIT study determined sulfuryl fluoride was a greenhouse gas about 4,800 times more potent than carbon dioxide.
Is one house enough to hurt the environment? Probably not, but 1,000?
Contact 5 investigators have learned reported fumigations have exploded in Florida, from 10,000 in 2010 to more than 63,000 last year.
This happens every day. You see houses tented everywhere.
Lori McCaughey says it lulled her family into a false sense of security.
There was no concern.
A distant memory now as they watch Peyton struggle daily with brain damage.
Anger, frustration, but then hope that he's definitely going to get better.
They have told you not to expect that.
Some of the doctors have, but they can't really say for certain.
In fact, right now, there's only one thing the McCaughey's can say for certain.
Do you think that you'll ever have your home fumigated again?
Absolutely not.
All right, now we have shared the results of our Contact 5 investigation with Florida's Commissioner of Agriculture. We received this response shortly before show. It says in part, the incident involving Peyton is heartbreaking. We've been aggressively reviewing this case and all pest control companies' fumigations. We look forward to working with the legislature to strengthen laws in fumigation. Now, we do appreciate the Commissioner's Office, the Department of Agriculture, getting back to us so quickly. They just got a copy of our investigation about noon today. They got us a response at about 4:30 this afternoon. One thing that I asked right away is, do you have anything to say about these non-toxic options? Obviously, the statement doesn't say anything about the non-toxic options. And for the family, for the McCaughey family, that's one of the most important things for them. Sure. They don't want this to happen again, and they say no matter what you do to make it safer, you're still going to have to deal with negligence and people ignoring those regulations.
And among other things, this would seem to beg for lawmaker intervention, hearings, discussions, real ones beyond statements as to what's going to happen in its next steps.
Absolutely, and they do say in the extended version of that statement that they look forward to this session, this session working with the legislature. So it sounds like they want to at least act quickly. But again, it's going to be changes within the fumigation industry, not even advocating for a change in protocol.
Something positive, we hope, coming from something so sad for this
that
family.
is absolutely the hope for the family.
All right. Thanks very much, Jared.